Hi everybody, thanks for joining me for my top 10 list of niche fragrances for autumn. Stay tuned to FM. Autumn is a special time of year for me, and I'll tell you why. I'll just give you a quick story. When I was about 15, I broke my ankle in two places playing football, and I had to have my leg in a cast, so I couldn't go outdoors for 2 weeks. I couldn't walk around. I was literally just lay on the sofa for 2 weeks, and the first day that I walked outside and tried to use my crutches, it was this time of year, and as I stepped outside, the smells of autumn just rushed up to me. Because I'd been inside for such a long time, the smells just seemed to be amplified, and I'll never forget that moment. And I've always loved autumn, but since then I appreciate autumn even more. So autumn really resonates with me, and I really love the fragrances that we can wear in autumn. Things are getting a bit cooler. We can start wearing fragrances with some darker notes, maybe some tobacco and leather, some really rich resinous woods. We can wear those scents at any time of the year, but they do tend to work better in cooler temperatures. As usual, this list will be made up of fragrances that are part of my autumnal rotation. Now, I just want to tell you that every single one of these fragrances in my top 10 I adore. They're all absolute stunners. The difference between number 10 and number 1 is so tiny. You can get an idea of the quality across the whole range of these 10 fragrances. So let's get into it. Number 10 is from a house you may not be familiar with. They're local to me, although they do have an online store. They ship all over the world. They're called Salim, and they specialise in ouds. I love the scents that they make. They're all really high quality, full of natural ingredients. You can really appreciate the quality when you smell them. I love a lot of them, but my favourite out of the ones from the house I've tried is a fragrance called Kalimaat. This is a dark, rich, resinous fragrance. It's got a blueberry accord in the top. There's musks, there's honey. So it's sweet, it's rich, it's full-bodied, it has fantastic performance, and the scent of this is just beautiful. There's almost a bit of booziness going on in there as well, which is perfect for this time of year. So I'm really glad that I've discovered this one. If you feel like you want to try this, 12 ml of this is only £10 on their website. I think they will ship worldwide, so go on their website and find out if that's the case if you don't live in the UK. But I can highly recommend many of their fragrances, but in particular, Kalimaat. Number 9 is from another house that I've only just discovered this year, and I'm so glad that I did. I've tried all of their fragrances. I got their discovery set, and I have a couple of bottles of their scents. They are fragrances designed for urban explorers, and the scent that is my number 9 is described by Gallivant as being the conceptual imagining of a black tulip. It is Amsterdam. Amsterdam is spicy, floral, woody and ambery. It's bright, it's lively, it's energetic. It has some notes of musks, cedarwood and peppers, which give this one a slightly dark undertone, which makes it just perfect for this time of year. Number 8 is from the house of Zoologist. It's actually my favourite from the house. In this one we have some dried fruit accord, dates, amber, incense, orange blossom. The list goes on. This one is exotic and intoxicating, and it is Camel. Camel just takes you on a magical journey across a far-off desert. It's exotic, it's intoxicating, it has enough depth and complexity to really work well in the cooler weather. This juice is just absolutely stunning. Number 7 may come as a bit of a surprise. It's from the house of Alexandria fragrances. It's one of their original compositions. I love tobacco fragrances. This is one of the nicest tobaccos I've smelled recently. It is Hafez 1984, named after Hani Hafez, who is the creative director of Alexandria. In this one we have tobacco, creamy vanilla, rum, leather, dark fruits. It's just mouth-wateringly good. It truly is delicious. It's a dream to wear, it has stellar performance, it's really affordable. This one goes on Alexandria's website for about $40. If you love the note of tobacco, this one is an absolute must try. Delicious. Well done, honey. Number 6 is from the house of Serge. It's a very popular fragrance. You'll see this probably on a lot of lists around this time of year just because it works so well. A lot of people do class this one as a masterpiece. It is, of course, Shaggy. This is a beautifully complex tobacco scent. It also has some incense in there which just draws you in and sweeps you away with its smoothness. We've also got a note of hay in this one, which adds a little bit of lightness and a bit of sweetness, which juxtaposes those darker notes perfectly. It's not a massive projector, it's quite an intimate scent, but because of that, it has an air of refinement and elegance. Shaggy is beautiful. Number 5 is from the house of Creed. This was released in 1987, so a bit of a classic. It's a lovely herbal aromatic fragrance. It's Bois de Portugal. This one has bergamot, lots of lavender, but the thing I like most about this is its resinous woodsy base. We've got some cedar and sandalwood, so those woods just make this one perfect to wear at this time of year. It's kind of got an old school classic feel about it, but I don't think it's dated. For me, this is still modern enough and relevant enough to wear. I really enjoy wearing this one, and I've been wearing this one more than Aventus. Number 4 is from the house of Phaedon. This one is similar to Tom Ford's Tobacco Vanille. I recently picked this one up in Lisbon and I'm so glad that I did because I'll be wearing this one a lot this autumn. From Phaedon, it's Tabac Rouge. So this is kind of like a more refined and elegant version of Tom Ford's Tobacco Vanille. So whereas Tobacco Vanille from Tom Ford is a little more shouty, a bit more full on, it's quite a loud fragrance, this one is just a little bit more reined in, a little bit more refined, more elegant. It's still very sweet and very smooth. The sweetness comes more from honey than vanilla. You get lovely honey tobacco vibe going on with this one. It's smooth, it's sweet, it's classy, and it also has fantastic performance. Coming in at number 3 is one of my favourites from the house of Nasomatto. It's actually my joint favourite with Phaedon. This one is a gorgeous, creamy, boozy fragrance. It's Baraonda. This has lovely notes of whiskey, rose and broxen, and it's got some very nice autumnal woody notes in the base. This one is smooth, very wearable, and in my opinion, a modern classic. At number 2 is a fragrance that I often mention as being my favourite, and honestly, this one could very easily be tied with my number 1. I pretty much love them both equally as much. This is from the house of Roja Dove, and it is the masterpiece that is Enigma. This one has notes of a gorgeously smooth, deep, boozy cognac, ginger, vanilla, very, very nicely done tobacco to give us an intoxicating and stunning blend. It's perfect for autumn and winter. This one's very special to me, so I just wear this one for special occasions. Enigma is the perfect name for a perfect fragrance. Here we are at number 1, and this one is new to my collection. It's from the house of Parfums de Marly. It's my favourite from the house. It has that thick, luxurious, sophisticated quality that I think is synonymous with the brand. It's Carlisle. It has notes of bergamot, mandarin, violet, jasmine, patchouli and woods. But the notes don't sell this fragrance. This is way more than the sum of its parts. It's so smooth, it's actually difficult to pick out individual notes. I get an apple accord from this, which not everybody claims to. I also get a bit of cherried tobacco, which possibly explains why I love this one so much. It's luxurious, sweet, complex and stylish. Performance on this is absolutely fantastic. It's going to be my scent of the day, as is tradition with the number 1 in my videos. Carlisle from Parfums de Marly is just pure class. So that's it, my top 10 list of niche fragrances for autumn. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for joining me in this lovely autumnal woodland setting. I'm just hoping the Blair Witch isn't hanging around these woods, or this may turn out to be the next found footage horror film. Let's hope not. Let me know what you think of my list. Do you own any of them? Will any of these be in your list? Let me know. Let's get a conversation going. Thanks for watching, everybody. And until next time, keep tuning into FM and keep smelling good.